But
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'll get it back. I mean, I hit GM in season 2, but I just stopped playing it, so like I just fucking fell off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's all good though.
Okay. Well, good. Let's get this pulled up here. So obviously form, unless you have anything specific with the form, pretty much irrelevant. Any questions? I guess anything to go over before we just look at gameplay?
Well, this is a question more about like coaching and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really know how to, because I feel like I'm not that confident in my coaching. You know, like
Yeah.
I understand. I could probably get any character in the game to at least masters like coaching, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to know if my understanding of the game's improving. I don't know. It's a weird question.
Yeah. So you as in like your coaching, you're trying to improve your coaching.
Yeah, because
What
I
kind
like
of
coaching
coaching
my
do you
friends.
do? Oh yeah.
And I tried to. I've been trying to like find like a plat team or something to coach.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to do, just for fun, you know.
I think like I think you really just need practice, to be honest with you. Like I think like you can't. It's the same thing as like the game. Like you just have to queue up. But coaching equivalent, right? Like you just have to queue up. You have to be like giving yourself goals. You know, trying to improve different aspects of your coaching. Things that feel bad, try to improve that. But like if you're top 500 and you're like decent at communication, you're already good enough that you're going to be of a significant help to a lot of people.
True.
Right? So you're fine as is. So you just need to start getting reps out there. And you'll also start to kind of like develop your game knowledge as you coach. Because for me, it's like I developed a lot of like starting family points. For like I would develop like an idea of like how I would like build my mental thought process when it came to the game, right? Like initially, but then most of like the actual specifics besides the broad general concepts were things that I just developed when I actually coach, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the way that I look at the game was like more developed from like the coaching that I did myself and less from the content and the game sense that I learned from outside. That was a good start, but then like you have to like find your own way, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then form wise, you talk about like you're a little boomed at times.
Yeah, well, I think I booked this like a month ago, so that was when I was grinding the fuck out of tank. So I was just mauled as fuck. Playing Sigma every day, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of chilling lately, just not taking it too serious, but still practicing. You know?
Okay, good. Okay, let's take a look here. More Sojourn, or is it a different character?
Hanzo May.
Hanzo May. Nice.
Look at.
Nice. That makes me happy. I don't know why I'm Sojournist. I do not enjoy watching Sojourn.
Really?
Yeah,
I like playing her, but yeah, I guess watching is just kind of
for me. For me, it was like if you go on my coaching VOD like history, especially around the start of Overwatch 2, I was coaching like probably about a dozen Sojourn VODs a week.
Oh yeah, busted as shit
for like 2 months, and I was like, I never wanted to see Sojourn ever again after that. So it's like, yeah, I enjoy playing her all right, but I okay. So, any questions going into this?
Honestly, like, I'm struggling to break the Hanzo habit of just both. I mean, honestly, both my cooldowns. Like, I use my E to shield break too. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's just like a habit.
It depends on the shield, from Overwatch. Right?
Like what? Like Sigma's is
yeah,
fine?
Like Sigma's pretty good value, right? That's a small enough shield where it's like a percentage. I also think that like it depends on your positioning. Like, we're talking Circuit Royale first point, you should probably be Stormbowing Sigma shield, right? So like, but then like as the fight kind of develops and like you're taking an angle and you might be contested and the Genji's within dash range, you really don't want to be using your Stormbow, right?
Right.
Keep going, sorry.
Oh, and then Sonic, I definitely just throw it out there. But I mean, sometimes I'm not sure when to use it if their comp's not like, I don't know, like, you know, like a Sombra or Flanker.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can look at it. Anything else?
How do I make my accuracy 100%? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I know a website, you know.
Right.
Bro, some of these people like were legit. Like, I got added by one of those guys one time. It was like, bro, are you for real? Like, you know what I do? And his Discord profile, he only had one like linked social media in his Discord profile. The guy had an OnlyFans linked in his profile. I'm like, how are you gonna be an aim hacker and have an OnlyFans? Like, it's like the most degen of the degens, man.
Real.
But yeah. So small thing here. This is like a classic habit that I would love for every Hanzo to break. What you just did right there, the pre-select, right? That's just a good thing. Like, you don't know what you're running into, so peek the corner, and then based off of what you see here, now you can Sonic if you'd like to. But the problem is that now you're kind of like torn of how to use your Sonic, because you're like, do I want to try to actually hit the shot, or do I want to Sonic his feet?
True.
You kind of see what I'm saying? So then if you miss the shot, it's going to go way over here. And then if he presses W even an inch, then you're not going to have Sonic lined up for hitting the headshot. So even if it's like, well, I could Sonic the flank. I mean, yeah, I guess, but you don't even need to really. If you want to line up shots here, this is still not it, right? So you take the shot here first. Don't shoot at his kneecaps, right? You see what you did, right? It went right through him.
Yeah.
So take the shot first, and then just throw a zero charged Sonic, just throw it at his direction, and then now you're cooking. You got me?
Yep.
Or as the fight evolves, you gave yourself an extra half second, you might go, gee, there's somebody missing here. I'm going to Sonic over here, or I'm going to Sonic over here, or I'm going to Sonic here to see if that tank is pushing up, right? Like you give yourself because like right now, you're like, oh, Genji, this guy I could be Sonic, just something to consider.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like here, you have pretty much all the information that you need, so you can Sonic whatever you want. This angle's fine. Nice. Because like this Sonic is like okay, because what happens if you miss this Sonic?
It's still on the corner right there.
Right, it's still exactly where you want it to be, right? So you're good. I appreciate the idea. Sure. I'm just not a super huge fan of your positioning here.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be stacked here, right? So you have the tool that you need to take an angle, right? So what should you be doing? First off, never, not on a cart, certainly not, right? Way too close.
Yeah, I think I wanted to push bridge, so I got to. I don't know actually. I mean,
I can see at least 2 or 3 options. I don't think there's any one clear solution here, but just things to try. This is bad. Too close.
I could play back while we push cart.
Play a conservative angle here, right? Totally fine. Now, why would this be helpful? What do you see here that you don't see here?
The flank.
The flank. So you have full flank vision. So you sit here, you Sonic flank, and keep spamming at the soldier's head height. You're good. It's good value. What else could you do?
Maybe try to force the Kiriko out.
Yeah, you could actually walk. Now you have to be careful because you don't have Storm, but you could actually walk this way, Sonic the floor here, and mark this angle here. Use the wall climb, use the pocket. Don't peek the hog necessarily, but you can hold the off angle here. And then from the Sonic, if you're like, yo, they're not even here, they're pushing up this way, you walk this way, save lunge, you'll have Storm Arrow, peek this angle here. High risk, high reward, right?
Yeah.
Low risk, low reward. There's a third option as well. I think you could also just position here. I think this is a good angle here. You get a angle on soldier. Again, you can Sonic here or you can Sonic here. And then you have all sorts of crap you could do here. That's just, again, you still have peeking from the angle. You have a better sightline. You're just not on card.
Right.
So it's like you want to, like a Chinese fan, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of the ribs that go around. You can kind of anywhere on that spectrum, almost like a rainbow. Where on that spectrum do you want to be? Just don't be smack dab in the middle. Because this is both hard to hit a shot and also extremely risky. And even if you wanted to push this here, you really needed, for you to push that, you needed your storm bow immediately and your lunge, which you didn't have yet, right? So you kind of sat in no man's land for too long. You should die there.
I think I do.
I mean, you're okay.
Oh, no, I kill him, actually.
Yeah, you're okay now because you have storm arrow, right?
Yeah.
But the timing of that like awkward downtime is like just straight up feeding. Just straight up feeding. Hanzo's one of those characters that, like, if the person that you're dueling doesn't have CDs, you win every single time. If they do have CDs, then you lose. You just need to be really smart. Nice shot. Good Sonic. Huh. What's my brother doing?
Legend?
He's a little boomed. He's swapping. He's definitely. Wait, what do you want to guess? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. He goes.
I don't even remember.
He goes Idiari or Zen? Or Ana? Oh, man. I never would have guessed that. This position's fine. I don't love this swing here. I think you got to be careful about swinging wide here. Because then if he hits one body shot on you, you're cooked, you know?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's whatever. And even here, like, don't Sonic.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be dropping behind a wall to line up a shot, right? If you're playing here, then Sonic, but you're not. So why Sonic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy's boomed.
It's funny because they win the game in the most tragic comeback of all time.
Storm Arrow's good. Guy's dead. Good Sonic. Nice shot. Yeah, I mean, this has been mostly fine besides the initial positioning stuff and some of the Sonic stuff. Storm Arrow usage has been okay. This guy is definitely throwing. Sonic is good. Crosshair placement's a little low here, just a small detail, but like at this range.
That's a big problem for me. I always hit body shots, man. I'm like, if I just aim 1% higher, man.
Well, it's if you see it's you're not measuring the distance well. That's the problem. So like you're looking at this here. If this arc is going to hit him right in the chest, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to aim like a teeny bit higher. Now, obviously, it's a hitbox thing too, where like if you're playing versus Moira versus you're playing versus an Idiari, it's going to be slightly different. But I do think like in general, like that arrow needed to be like a pixel higher.
Yeah.
At that distance specifically, because you could see it right there, right? So this corner that you peek here is like honestly fine. But check this shot right here. Right? Just, I mean, it is literally a pixel too low. Literally a pixel too low. Ballsy. But honestly, I do think sometimes doing Blind Dragon is okay.
Yeah, I usually Sonic.
But like, there's no Sonic that you could get here that would not give away your position, so I think it's okay. My problem here is you do the exact same crap. Check this. Dragon's good. You induct really late, and then you Sonic, and then again you have the Sonic problem where like this guy's gonna push you, and even if you'd had lunge here, if he pushes you, you can't win this 1v1 now. At least you could, but it would be very difficult too because you don't have the Sonic anymore. Right? Take the shot first. He pushes you, Sonic the floor, lunge out, grab the Mega Storm Arrow, he's done. Literally impossible for him to win, right? Break the pre-Sonic habit. Make sense?
Yep.
Right. Now this guy is... See, this guy just... I knew it. It was only a matter of time. I knew he was going to go Zen. Because then even if you throw the game, you still get the click heads. Same thing with the pre-Sonic here. Because you see it, you're like, I mean, that's a free shot that you're giving up right now. A free shot that you're giving up right now to Sonic the floor.
Wait, I think that was a double click, because why the fuck did it not charge? What?
I don't
Where'd
know.
it go?
I don't know.
I was trying to get it in the room.
I don't know. Shoot first, Sonic later, though, either way.
Okay.
Even here, by the way, you see the crosshair placement?
Yeah.
Just a pixel too low, right? Even if it did fully charge, that's going to hit him in the shoulder. Nice. Very balanced ability. We were thinking the other day of like what were the most busted 1v1 abilities in the game. I think Storm Arrow.
Oh, I missed the old Storm Arrow, man.
Yeah, Storm Arrow, Overload from Torb. Trying to think. Obviously Pylon, but that goes without saying.
Old Bastion.
Honestly, even current Bastion form is busted. Right?
Yeah.
Even current Bastion form is busted.
Well, old Bastion with the headshots. Oh my god, I used to.
Oh yeah. Okay. Take the shot first, then Sonic. I don't think that one's as bad, but yeah. And see, now you can Sonic because you have where the information where you want to be, and you see this is exactly what we wanted. You see this? Because you took the shot, you see where they're positioned, so you know where you need to line up the crosshair for like picks and stuff, and so then you're just cooking. Scary. Good Sonic. Good Sonic. Too early. So obviously we can always talk about like, oh, Sonic into Dragon, like this situation. But here you need to look at your team's positioning and be like, this is pretty easy for the new team to split from. So the split doesn't really inconvenience them all that much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a better mid-fight ult than it is an opener ult, in my opinion. Unless there's like one small spot where like you can guarantee a split, but yeah.
This is when I start missing everything.
I mean, even your crosshair placement here is like, is shaky. Check this. Right here. His feet, you know?
Yeah.
Not so good. Sonic here's fine. And then in terms of the micro here,
There's no point to Storm Arrow.
right? There's no point Storm Arrowing when you can induct.
That's a really bad habit I have too. Yeah.
Right. So like you can induct a shot right here, full charge, peak with your Sonic advantage, and cancel on the Storm Arrow. Right. That's the way to maximize. It's like opening with a right click with Zarya. Right. It's just like it min max that DPS with the inducted shot. You need to get out of here. I guess you're probably okay, but you need to be. That Hanzo might go fishing for you. Sure. Because at least with that one, you know, again, if you miss, it's the Sonic. It's where you wanted it to be, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't turn the corner with Sonic pre-charge either. You saw what was going on, then you chose the Sonic. Get out.
Yeah.
Let me look at the Storm Arrow as well. You see it again?
Yeah.
I think it's about maximizing your burst. So, right here, induct the I think you actually cancel your inducted shot with Storm Arrow. I think. Did you?
I just shot.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so yeah, it was so fast. You're too fast with the trigger. My old man eyes didn't even see it. Again, there, that's okay.
I feed here. I thought the Mercy was gonna come with me.
Oh, why didn't she?
Yeah, and I think she said thanks too after I died. Piece of trash, man.
Wait, why didn't she go in with you?
I don't know. I decayed to Master 5, so it's probably Diamond. Yeah, and
I don't mind the positioning. It's just like it's the micro of the positioning. It's pretty bad, right? Where it's like this angle is good, but you just need to be staircase, right? Or like threatening here. This is just too out in the open. It's where you're gonna get two shot here.
Yep.
And you have, right? And that's that. Oh, I freaking hate that, right? Now your Mercy is like a dribbling idiot. She's healing it and a full HP Ana. But like, yeah. But seriously, like, you have to position that one smarter with the micro. Storm Arrow's good there. Lots of damage. Nice job. Nice. He came out angry, and it looked good. Nice. Nice Storm Arrow. Nice cover. I mean, deadlifts, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Slay Queen. Nice job. Any questions so far?
Nope, makes sense.
Okay. It's been pretty basic, right? Pre-sonic stuff, want to look at. The 2 early dragons need to look at. The micro of your positioning, getting a little bit too close or breaking cover rule. Mostly it.
Yep.
It's funny, you start to get shot and you immediately turn off the floor. That's just hilarious to me. That's just wild, bro. That was wild.
I needed to know if there was more, man.
Guess so. You can Storm Arrow this or that. That's also fine. Yeah, fine. Good Sonic. Lazy aim.
I thought he was standing on the edge still, to be honest.
Yeah. But like even the first shot, you know? I think it's okay. Actually, I'm being nitpicky. It's alright. It's alright. My immediate response to make fun of Hanzo players. My bad. Good Sonic. Okay. Thanks, they're almost as good as mine. Wait a second. Wait a second. I gotta see this again. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, gotta love it. Good shot.
Deserved. Like, clicked. I should have just immediately jumped back, probably.
Yeah, you had lunge. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think lunge is kind of underrated, right? It's kind of what allows you to like take these eco angles and just go, you know, just back out.
Yeah.
I will say again. Oh, your Mercy's not back from spawn. That's why.
Man, it's so annoying we lost this game, man. 120 meters.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
This is so bad.
Oh, no. My computer just shut down. Did you see that? My monitor just turned off. Okay, now we're back. Apparently it's really bad because my monitor just went to black for a brief second. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's kind of bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, it was a good angle. It was a really hard shot. You forced Kiriko Zen to turn. I mean, he's in a terrible position. And you kill the Tracer? I mean, this is fine. Yeah, I have no problem here. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's really fine. Now, do not Sonic this. Do not Sonic this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Charge the shot and hit the shot. You're not even inducting. You're not even inducting. And it was just like, jeez. Because you take the shot, and then what do? So you'd probably shot charge into Storm, right?
Yeah.
Bam. Then what do?
Then Sonic?
Then you could Sonic, right? You could peek this right here. You Sonic right here, like right on this stone wall, right? Now they can't push you. Now you can also push them. And not only can you push them, you can also be like, I'm ignoring this. I'm going over here. And they're pooping their pants, right? Because they see that Sonic. And so they're always thinking, is this guy going to peek this? Is this guy going to peek this? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that also just allows you to just focus on actually hitting the shot from the start. I'm not worrying about like Oh, you know, I got to put the Sonic in the right spot. Because you also could miss that shot and it goes right past him. It does nothing. I mean, it's fine. It's just it just needs to be a faster response from you to like, okay, if I start getting shot, where's my escape route? You know, because like it just feels like so many of your deaths are so avoidable with just like, oh, you just lunge this way and you're good to go, right? That one hurts because this is such a winnable fight too. This is all Hanzo, nice.
Yeah, I try to play at least.
I mean, it's good versus their comp, right?
Yeah.
Definitely a good hero.
I don't know why I jump out in the open here. This loses the game. I think he got hooked.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. You needed to make a play because you were down one. You're coming back from spawn. Again, I want to point out though that because you died the previous fight, that your positioning is terrible, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know if you would have had time to make a better decision. You didn't want to rotate right because Tracer. Maybe with the Storm Arrow, I would have liked to seen a rotation here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that would have been a better play. I think that's worth considering.
Definitely would have had a better chance to kill him.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like you not dying here would have changed things at all. So, okay, what are you seeing with your Sonic? I say, Hanzo.
No pre-fight Sonic.
I wouldn't say no pre-fight Sonic, but care with.
Well, I mean, like careless. Yeah.
Care with pre-fight Sonic. Take the shot, Sonic, with what you see. There's gonna be times where you're like, you know that like you can just take a shot, and even if you miss it, the Sonic will still be good. That's an exception to the rule, but like, yeah, definitely. All right, what else?
Storm Arrow, like stop. Always do the charge shot before you Storm Arrow, so at least you have you min max your damage.
I will say that really only happened like once.
I noticed that in my games more.
Okay.
Like, so it might happen more than that in the other games. But
okay, so then I'll trust that. That's a good observation. Okay. What else?
Aim higher.
Sure. Okay. Crosshair placement at long distances. And then I think like micro positioning.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like keeping a good range, so I'm not super.
I think like at least a third of these fights, I think if you'd taken the time to like think about your angle a little bit more, not just your cover, but like also like what angle you're taking, I think you could have come up with a better solution. Like even first fight, right? Like that one took a lot of thinking to be fair. But some of the fights didn't take that much thought. You came up with a better solution almost immediately. So like the thing with Hanzo is like there's so many different angles that you can pick, you know? Like so you really want to try and like push the limits with what you can do and just think about it a bit more. Make sense?
Yep. Got it.
Nothing super crazy. Maybe I'd throw in dragons in there as well, but there's a lot to talk about already, so I think those are fine. Okay, May, you said?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Let's do it.
Well, it's Hanzo and May.
Yeah, sure. We can take a little bit more look at the Hanzo if you'd like. We'll have time.
Yeah, that sounds.
That way we can like double check our points. Same code, mate.
Oh shit.
Copy broke, yeah. What do you think of Zen? Broken, weak.
I feel from playing tank like it's kind of weak, but I mean, I like Zen, so I wouldn't mind if he was better. But I don't know. I don't know if the 25 HP matters that much when there's so much like, you know, Alari Bap, fucking quad. Yes, like
definitely depends on the meta, you know. I think that's something that's a Tracer is going to feel a whole lot more. But at the same time, like Tracer is also going to benefit immensely from that Discord change too. It's so easy to like reset Discord. So
true. Just give Zen a shield, man. Fuck it.
Okay, let's take a look here. Obviously, terrible comp for them versus your Hanzo. It's gonna be really good. Second, you do the thing. I think you're good. Yeah.
What, shoot before? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Come on, mate. Please. You have like one of the best Hanzo positions in the map right here, right?
Yeah.
Take it. Because like as soon as I get to here, see that I can't hit a shot at all with Hanzo. So I just win through just positioning myself in annoying spots. So like as soon as I'm here, as soon as I see this and I have lunge, I'm going like right now. Immediately lunge over, I'm going, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
You have this guy on your team. I was like, why are you not getting orb? Because it's Nofa. Nofa is too busy harmony orbing the Doomfist.
What the hell? So he fucking he gets to win the last game, and then now I get to lose with him. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, get off the floor. Get off the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Not a whole lot to say here. Just okay. Cheeky. I will say it's a here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break the rules of coaching. If you get one more kill, this is a good play.
I don't know if I do.
I'm gonna hindsight coach you. It's just a little bit risky because even though they're up one, like I guess you guys are pushing her, so maybe it's okay. But like I don't know if you guys, as long as you're able to follow through, that Brig needs to die.
I didn't know where she went.
That's fine. She got punched out.
Missing.
It's okay. Go. Okay, so great dragon then. Great dragon. Perfect dragon. I never doubted for a second. Take this top. Take the top. Either this or forward. I think at where the car's position, you need to be here.
I think I do rotate here in a second.
Good. Swifter, faster. Fast. Thank you. Oh, you're being wind traded.
Yeah. Wow.
Good storm. Sonic is... You know, when I talk about pre-Sonic, I think my problem with pre-Sonic is not that like, oh, you should never open with Sonic. I guess, let me expand my thought process on that. It's the Sonicking for just Sonicking because it's Sonic.
Yeah.
And you see it right here, right? Where you have a Mei that you could Sonic, you have a backline you could Sonic, but you're like, I want to shoot the Zarya, which is smart. You should shoot the Zarya right now. There's nothing else to shoot. But your brain gets cross-wired, where you're like, I shoot Zarya, but also a CD is available, therefore I must use it. Mm-hmm. And you do the most worthless thing in the history of the universe. You Sonic the Zarya. Right? Not even the Zarya. And the funny thing is because like look at your aim. Look at your aim. Your brain is like, I want to shoot Zarya because she's the only one peeking me right now, right? But because you're Sonicking, you don't even shoot at the Zarya. You shoot at her feet.
I think that's an aiming habit, yeah.
Maybe it's an aiming habit, but like it's like you make things harder for yourself where it's like you Sonic floor, shoot head. Sonic floor, shoot head. That can cause a lot of issues with your aiming.
Mm. Yeah.
You need to differentiate between the two, right? Because right now, because your brain is going haywire on like whether you should be Sonicking or shooting, you end up missing a really important shot in that Zarya, and your Sonic is totally wasted.
Right.
So again, it's not so much about the pre-Sonic specifically. It's more about... I mean, that's just totally unavoidable if she'd been Sonic, but like it's just about the emphasis on either you're hitting the shot or you're Sonicking. Have a reason for every time you press the cooldown. Rotate left. Thank you. You see it, right? It's the same thing. Inducted shot, and you miss an opportunity to hit a shot. And then, because you were like halfway torn between hitting the Sonic versus hitting the shot, you don't have a Sonic and you didn't hit the shot. You see this?
Yeah, I feel like... I guess in my head I was like, oh, if I hit her with the Sonic, it'll track her like wherever she goes. But I don't think I meant to hit the wall, but yeah, I can see
Okay,
how that.
maybe an accident. Maybe an accident then. Maybe not so much of this one.
But yeah, it's like even I could have just gone for the shot and then Sonic after. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense
Sure.
to me. Nice, nice. Kid Buu, the worst rapper of all time.
I've not even heard of Kid Buu.
Good. I think that's good. I think that's the one who says he's a clone of himself.
Oh my gosh. What do you think here? You tell me.
I don't think we're ready. Wait, I don't know where my team is, but maybe just like
Think about
we're
the
ready to
micro.
go. Oh, the Sonic. Oh shit. I don't even know what I do with it.
You don't induct it. Well, do you induct it?
Why does
Okay,
it look like that in replay view? It looked like it didn't charge, but then it did.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did. But again, it's not where you want it to be, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because you took a shot, but you took a shot with Sonic. So then now, instead of being able to Sonic this Brig or Sonic the Ana, you now have great scouting information on what's happening in this mini health background. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take the shot. This shot's fine to take, but then Sonic the floor, Sonic the Zarya, Sonic the left flank, Sonic the Ana, whatever.
Right.
It's fine.
It's
really important here as well. What's your plan of a positioning here? You're planning to go left, right?
yeah. Well, I think I wanted to help the Zen.
So why are you using Sonic on main?
It's just automatic. Yeah.
Right? Storm Arrow is more important, but Sonic is close. And honestly, it really might depend on the situation about which one's more important. Because you need Sonic and you need Storm to make this Ana to make the plays work. That's unfortunate. Sure, mid-fight should work just fine. And it does. High value. Splits and nanos. Sonic is... Again, I'm noticing that with the Sonic. The animation is weird.
It was happening in game too. Maybe it's a bug with the skin.
Maybe it is. It's definitely a different Sonic with the skin, so positioning is good. I don't know how you guys lost this, honestly. Nice. Oh,
I get him. I get him. I get him.
You get his one. Nice.
We still lose though.
That's okay. Okay, yeah, you're dead here. Oh, so
I swear I played May on this map. What?
You did.
Okay.
We just skipped it. Okay, so I guess let's revisit the care with the pre-fight Sonic and just and say have a purpose with Sonic. Do not use on cooldown every time. That was mostly it, I think, adding from what we talked about. Anything else?
No, that makes sense. I think
Okay.
Hanzo will be. I should be able to get back to where I was pretty quick with him.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's take a look at the May then. Oh, there we go.
Now May, I haven't played seriously since like Overwatch 1, but I used to play her a lot, so I think I'll be able to learn her pretty quick.
I think she's fun, personally.
Oh yeah, definitely. She was the first DPS I ever got the GM with.
So we're gonna get pretty micro intensive.
Yep.
So first things first, this split is okay, but I think a split directly behind Zarya would be better.
Okay. Yeah.
If you can, like, think about it this way, like, what's gonna cause more pressure, a 3-2 split or a 1-4
Right.
split?
Yeah.
1-4 split, they will break wall faster, better, but you'll quickly burst the CDs off of the target, and will less likely have a gap with where you position, right? There's always obviously exceptions to that rule, but in general, if you can get the one, that's the difference between forcing CDs and getting a kill. Just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I think that's what happens here too.
And I would be leaning towards an angle here as well.
Yep, I get insta-killed.
Yeah, so I would immediately be like leaning towards here, looking to sniff this out basically. And then if she's not in here, then look to poke, go back on main, wall, pressure, go take an angle. That's kind of like the maze cycle, right? It's like when you can get value with wall on main, you wall on main, you shoot, and then you angle. And then you shoot, and then you angle, and you shoot, and you angle. And if you're playing versus something where you don't get value of wall on main, you're permanently angling basically. And just like, because you're super self-sufficient, right, with your wall and your ice block. But yeah, you need to be, this is not, even this wall here is like fine, but placement wise, remember the value of the wall isn't just the split, it's also preventing them from accessing cover. So if you wall like this, but you wall here, all right?
I think it's a bit of a misplace.
Right. Well, that's something to look at, right? But the difference between that is huge, right? Because she is going to conduct behind cover, but if you wall here, you still get the split, but you can't duck behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit of an overextension. You need to be very attentive to like how you're positioned in relation to your team is, May, because you can see the gap between here is a huge problem. Always have to mirror your tank when you push, because you're too squishy otherwise.
Gotcha.
Good wall. Nice icicles, by the way. Really nice icicles. Like really nice icicles. I think you're maybe using one of those websites that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I used to, like, when I was learning DPS in Overwatch 1, I just one-tricked her for like 5 seasons.
Yeah, it's so satisfying. So much fun. Would prefer the split here. Would prefer the split. Because I know it's Zarya, but
I
it's
think
still,
I knew that in the moment. I was like, I should let her walk in.
Yeah, should have let her walk in, because then she's not going to be doing anything anyway. She's going to get 5v1'd. She's going to get at least 1 bubble force, if not 2. And then that's exactly what you need in this situation, because you need Blizzard set up. Yeah, that's not super good. Run. I wouldn't even be hitting shots. I'd just be running. Good. Where should you be? What should you do? Think 7D chess.
Maybe I could go high ground?
Wall up. Here. Immediately. Set up your angle from here.
Yeah.
So easier wall, easier Blizzard, more cover. Because that's the other thing too, is like your positioning right now is super scary. And then that kind of forces a really crappy wall because you're getting spooked, right? Eat it. Yeah. Oh, you got RK.
Wall, man.
You got blasted. But yeah, that's again, that's like, obviously like you got big brain, but that's also a symptom of your positioning too.
Yeah.
Where that's not a problem if you're here, because you can pressure, and then even do like a flanky here. Uncounterable. Good try on the wall. There's really not a whole lot that you can do in terms of like playing around the enemy wall. If your Ryan plays here, he's just gonna get walled. You know, that's just a mistake on him. He really needs to try and play to your choke advantage, and he's pushed up too far. So there's really nothing you can do. The best thing that you can do is not panic and get a counter wall like this. So it's
Right.
not a perfect counter wall because obviously you would have liked a split on the brick. That's the big mistake. Again, like your wall placement is always just a tiny bit off, but it's fine. Just something to keep in mind.
Yep.
Out. Out, 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 out. Yeah, I mean, you're just basically what happened is that you had popped a lot of ultimates and got nothing with them.
Nice. Big.
Yeah. Not so bueno. Okay. I think it could be a little bit more creative with your poke angles here. So like you're fighting on this corner here. I actually think that this angle here is fine here. But if you know you're coming back late from respawns here, like your Bastion's dead, right? There's also nothing wrong with walling up to here or just walking and taking the angle here as well. Like this is a nasty little angle here because you're really hard to dislodge and it makes it really hard for them to counter wall. So a lot of the map has been just basically you playing behind the tank because that's the only option that's been available to you. But now this is the second time where I think another option has been available and you've not taken it, right? This position's okay. You just got yoinked. Wait, that's it. Yeah, you guys got rolled. Yeah, there's honestly, like, to be honest with you, well, okay, first off, do you have another Mavod?
I played it for a bit of a map, yeah.
Yeah, shoot it over.
Hold up, I gotta log into the account.
Because this was kind of a stomp, to be honest. So there's definitely some things that we can learn, but because it was so stompy, it's difficult. Thank you. All right. Oh, the Pogu account. Ah.
I didn't realize there was decay. I should have just been playing on my main because it's decayed to master. So
this is all Hanzo.
There should be a main there. I'm pretty sure.
That's all Hanzo.
Ah, shoot. Really?
I mean, it's fine if you don't have any more May, but I liked if we can get just a few more team fights.
Even on third point? I guess I didn't. What? I swear I played May 3 times a day. Yeah, I guess that's all I have at May.
Okay. So then let's give you some May goals. So obviously we didn't have as much time, but what'd you see with May?
Using wall for a harder, I don't know the word for it, like just a harder split, like instead of 2-3, like how you said.
Yeah. Look for more,
like isolate the tank.
2-3, and specifically focus on cleaning up the placement, because a couple of walls just weren't where you wanted them, essentially. Okay, and then what else?
Taking better angles. Like, don't just play on the floor. Try and use the high
taking
ground.
better angles when appropriate. I think like that was like the map where angles were the least available, and yet there was still 2 fights that could have been. You could have been a lot more of a factor with a better angle. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And that's like the worst case scenario, right? Most maps, you're going to be like thinking almost Hanzo, if not more, level of creativity with your positioning. Like there's so much that you can do. I mean, you can essentially almost wall climb with wall, right? So there's so many opportunities that I think that were available. Okay, that was mostly it. I don't know if you saw anything else.
But no, that was mostly
Okay.
it, I think.
You want to look at some more Hanzo?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, sure. Let's take a look at some Hanzo
I
then.
I gamed this game.
All right, let's look. I'm not gonna say a word about the Sonic. We already
Doesn't
know it's a
count. Doesn't
problem,
count.
so let's just focus on your positioning. I think that's more interesting at this point. I think the angle here is fine. Maybe you could swing further, like here. Where should you be?
To the left, probably.
Yeah. Open up that angle over
I
here.
think that's where I go. Just too
Yeah.
little, too slow.
Yeah. Sonic is good. Arm is good. Miss the shot. Fine. This is ambitious.
Watch.
Because,
I'm go.
but I know, but in what circumstances is this appropriate? What do you need for this to work?
Storm.
Mm-hmm. You should be dead here, respectfully.
Got him.
Yeah, you should.
I'm a
It's a good
master
shot,
player,
though. It's a
man.
good shot. Good shot.
Oh,
Nice. Make it 4. Come on. Come on. Nice. Make it 5. Make it 5. Don't be a coward. Come on. Make it 5. I want to see 5. That's Sonic Arrow. 5. Make it 6. Make it 6. Nice. Make it 7. Make it 7. Come on. We get so mad if you don't get 7. Come on. Come on. Guy thinks he's shy.
true.
Good Sonic. Ends up being a little bit unfortunately timed, but it was smart. I think positioning here is obviously fine. Like your little push up, but they've consistently been staggered, so it's all right. Now this is where you need to be careful. This is a tiny little niche that we talked about earlier, but I think this is where it's the first time it's been really relevant. Where you're storm arrowing this, why is this bad? Besides, okay, obviously it's too close. She's too close to cover for this to finish. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
why
not
else is this bad? Think about your positioning.
Lunged out in the open. They can
Are
all
you
see
a
me 'cause
threat?
I'm not at a corner.
Right. Are you at a threat of being pushed in this position? Ignore
Yeah,
leaving the
yeah,
cover. Yeah.
definitely.
So then you need to be really cautious about investing your storm arrow elsewhere. Because if
Okay,
this
yeah.
Doomfist comes up, or even the Tracer comes up, or really it's the Hanzo too, right? You don't have your best dueling tool to hold this position. When you're holding this angle here, you can do whatever the frick you want with storm arrow because it doesn't matter. You're just going to disengage, right?
Yeah.
But you're here. You need that like insurance that you can win anybody that contests you here. But as soon as you dump this here, this right here from the Hanzo is freaking terrifying, right? Even this right here, right? Like this push from. Oh, by the way, notice the Sonic. This push from the Tracer is like really rough for you because you don't really have. And there it is, right?
Yep.
If you had Storm Arrow there, you force her or lunge or whatever. Obviously, cover too. I think you're in a much better position to force this duel or win this duel. So what I want you to do is I want you to be very liberal with your Storm Arrow when you're in a conservative angle. But as soon as you start to kind of go like Rambo mode with Hanzo, you need your Storm Arrow. And you also need your lunge too. It's whatever. Like here, it's like, again, like you're trying, like I know this fight's pretty much lost anyway, but to be honest with you, you're cooked. You should be cooked. Because look at your position, and now you're dead, right? You don't have anything to deal with the Hanzo. You don't have anything to deal with the Tracer. You should be dead here. Oh, you get lucky. But see, now that you're here, you could Storm Arrow however you want. You kind of see what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you can dump your Storm Arrow here all you want. The tricky part is you're going to use your Storm Arrow and then you're going to want to push forward, so just be cautious. Yeah, there you go. Now you can Storm Arrow. Bam, 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 bam. Tricky, isn't it? This whole positioning thing. What do you think is the solution here? Because this feels so awkward, right? So awkward. Think fan. You don't want to be in the middle of anything. You always want to be kind of like on the spectrum around it. So, where could you be?
Maybe climbing up there, like and dropping down, like using that as cover. Not there, but
Yeah.
like where the Sigma is.
Ah.
Like if I need to
Oh,
drop
like
down,
here, like
like
here.
here on the left, like and you just keep going up and down. That
Yeah,
way you're.
yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. I like that. This would be the more aggressive option too, I think.
Mhm.
And honestly, just even climbing turret and holding turret, like right here. Like this is fine. This is totally
Yeah,
fine for.
sometimes I think I get like psyched, like may think I'm out of range or whatever. Like I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't play that far.
Right. Something to keep an eye on then, because this is so
Yeah,
scary for you. Like Ana should nade you here, and you should probably die. Um. Again, you have your storm arrow, right? So this is okay.
yeah.
That's good. Okay. Oh. Nice. 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 Nice shot. A pretty hard headshot there. Nice. Nice. That was good. That was good. But I think, if nothing else, I think you can kind of see how there's still tweaks for your positioning.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you get caught in the middle, and you get caught, like I said, like you were saying, like maybe a little bit too concerned about your range. I think
Yeah,
that's a bit of a problem. Like even here, right? Like it's like you just want to push so much, but like if you want to deepen your angle, where should you be?
High ground?
Either high ground, right, or even just playing further along your soldier. Because again, you're not happy with this. You'll have to walk forward
Yeah.
just a tiny bit. So I think just maintain a little, especially versus their comp, right? Like there's just nothing besides the Hanzo that you have to really worry about. There's no Widow in the field here, so just maintain your range, play a little bit more patiently, and if nothing else, like you were saying, play the high ground. Play the high
Right.
ground. Um, Treat it almost like Sigma in like Overwatch 1, you know, where you're like maintaining distance, controlling an off angle, that kind of a thing. And then if you were to push here, Rally's being active, swing right, right? You see how you're like forward, forward, forward. Be very careful. Okay, let's stop there. I think I'm gonna go edit the positioning thing. Don't get sucked in so fast. I think periphery a little more. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions?
Nope, I got it. I think
All right.
for most of these DPS, I'll only need like a couple, like 1 or 2 VOD reviews before I get to GM.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I feel
Well,
pretty good.
we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's about your ability to apply the information consistently,
Yeah,
maintain your
I
mentality through it. So, okay. All right,
think
mate.
I can.
Sounds good. Sounds good.